What up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. On this video, I want to give a quick story about me getting my CDL. On the last video I made, I basically said that it was a blessing to get my commercial driver license. And I want to basically make this video for anybody out there that's looking for a way to improve their life, their financial status, their job security. And the way I did it was getting my commercial driver license. I'm a semi-truck driver, right? Truck driver. So what happened to me when I was younger, y'all, I live in West Texas, a oil town, right? So it's a for sure thing, to need a driver license, first of all, and then to have a commercial driver license is just a major plus. You're very sought after in West Texas. Even me, I'm always looking for good drivers for my other truck, right? So the point is, when I was younger, right, I was able to obtain my CDL. And I want to tell the story how I did it back in my day. Now it's a little bit different. You got to go through some kind of college and it costs some money. You know what I'm saying? It's harder to get it now. But the way I did it, it was, kind of more old school. And that's whenever you just went down to the DMV, did your general knowledge test, any endorsements, and then you took the actual driving test and then you passed or failed. Now it's kind of harder, which I understand because think about it. You don't want just anybody driving an 18-wheeler. It's pretty dangerous, right? So when I was younger, and I got into the oil field out here, I got into a company, right, with friends and family that were basically running the whole company. And I went and basically worked for free. Yeah, check it out. I went and I was like a yard dog. I would help them in the yard getting frac tanks ready for the field. And basically, I wasn't even on payroll. I was out there, I want to say for 2 weeks, maybe it was about a good week. I would just show up every day and I would be working with the guys in the yard. And the reason I did so is because they had trucks going in and out, and all my buddies, older men that I knew from my neighborhood, friends, family, whatever, they would drive the trucks. So I knew if I stayed in the yard, whenever I'd get a chance, I could jump in the truck, right, with my people and go ride around with them and learn about driving the 18-wheeler. The reason why I tried to get my CDL is because when I was working some gig, I was a painter, regular laborer. I just remember that when I would be watching truck drivers pulled up, I just remember in my head, I saw a truck driver pull up and he gets out the truck all clean, probably with the AC on. And here I am with the shovel, busting my back. And I remember seeing a truck driver pulling up, like I said, and I'm like, man, that's where I need to be at. So I would hope this video inspires someone else to do the same thing that I did. Do better for your family and your financial stability. So anyways, I'm in the yard waiting for a chance to go jump in the truck with my buddies. I'm in there just working in the yard for free. And every now and then when the guys would leave the yard, I would jump in the truck with them and I would ask them questions. I would be trying to learn as much as I could, soak up any kind of game that I could. I'd even be in the mechanic shop talking to the mechanic. And I remember one of my buddies, he kind of smirked when I told the guy, man, I'm trying to get my CDL. He kind of laughed at me, y'all. And I'm going to be honest. Sometimes when you try to better yourself in life, people will make fun of you. You know what I'm saying? No, every misery loves company. They might not want you to succeed. They might just be a little jealous. They might just be ignorant. Who knows? But I remember one of my friends kind of laughed when I said I want to be a truck driver. Little old West Texas kid, for lack of better words, trying to drive a truck. And I was scoffed and mocked a little bit. But hey, I thank God that I went through it. I pushed through that. And like I said, I was even asking the mechanic about trucks, right? So anyways, I'm working, I want to say 2 weeks, like I said, but I think it was about a good week. The owner of the company would see me in the yard and he finally said, you know what, man, just hire that kid already. That's what the owner said, y'all. So basically, they hired me. But at that point, right, they knew I was trying to get my driver license, my CDL. I got pressure. At that point, they said, hey, we done hired you. We want to hire you as a driver. You need to get that, pass that test. And like I said, back in my day, you could go to work for a company, get in somewhere pretty good and start learning how to drive a truck, use their truck to go take the test and then take the test and pass, hopefully, and then get your commercial driver license. Again, now it's harder. So I'm there working for free. They hire me. I start riding around trying to learn how to shift and how to park and how to drive the truck. And I finally end up taking the test and I finally end up passing. Right. So that was the beginning of my career as a commercial truck driver in West Texas. And I'm going to tell you right now, anybody listening, that is probably they say that it's better than a college degree having a CDL, y'all. A clean driving record, a clean criminal record will get you real far in West Texas. So again, I just want to tell this quick story about me, what it took for me to get my CDL. And I'm going to tell you right now, anybody listening to me, you can do it. Put your mind to it. And even if you got to pay a couple grand to go to school, whatever, right? Do it. Do you want to continue working, in the sun, digging holes or whatever, right? Do you want something that's more stable? That's one thing about having a commercial driver license, y'all, is basically I always have work. They're always hiring drivers in West Texas. I always got work. I'm always working. I've always been making a good living for my family. And that's why I always said, before I became a Christian, I got my CDL, and that was a big time blessing, because when you have a commercial driver license, you get randomly drug tested. You can't be tired, hungover, on drugs, on dope. You know what I'm saying? You got to basically walk a pretty narrow path for the most part. So that was a big blessing for me and my family, because once I got that CDL, even though I wasn't a Christian or I wasn't living by the word of God or living too straight and whatever, right? This helped shape me, help straighten me out, for lack of better words, because I had a CDL. You can't really play games. It's a serious thing to have a commercial driver license. So that's why I'm glad that I was able to obtain my CDL and start working at an early age, being a trucker. I've already been doing it for over 10 years. Now I own 2 trucks and trailers, paid off. Now I haul oil. So getting to that real quick, basically what happened then is I'm in the oil field, driving trucks, and I end up going to a company hauling water, and I become a supervisor. And I'm a young kid, but I'm telling you, a good hand is hard to find out here. So I'm out here, pushing trucks, and then I get an opportunity to haul crude oil, to jump back in a truck. And I had to make a decision, y'all, because I'm basically getting paid salary. I'm dressing nice like a little company man, getting work. You know what I'm saying? It's a kickback job, but man, I wanted more. And I got the opportunity to basically jump into a tanker, a crude oil truck and trailer, and work for a company and make good money. I heard stories about people that haul oil. That's what I do now. And I'm telling you right now, I was nervous, and I called many people and I got advice, but I finally went for it. I quit, being a supervisor. I went into that company and I started hauling crude oil, and it was the best decision I ever made, because not only being a trucker, you have a lot of work. When you haul crude oil, you're on the other side of production in the oil field, and you really have a lot of work, because the oil has to go somewhere. Somebody has to haul it. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, it got to go somewhere. Even if the prices are low, that oil is coming off the ground, y'all, and it has to be trucked for the most part. Now they got pipelines everywhere, but like I said, crude oil haulers, we will never go out of fashion or style, because trucks are always needed, right? But again, the crude oil is probably the most stable truck driving job there is in West Texas, and it pays the most. So again, I quit the salary job, supervisor, jumped in the truck, and I never looked back since, y'all. Since then, I was a company driver for one of the best oil hauling companies in West Texas. I used money that I saved up to buy my first truck. We went to Dallas, me and my wife. I started my own trucking company. I've already bought a couple of trucks. All my trucks now, I pay them cash. I don't have any debt. So now I can afford to take it easy if I want to. But the whole point of this video, y'all, is to tell you that me getting my commercial driver license was one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. And I'm grateful to God that I went ahead and did it. Through all the naysayers, through all the trials and tribulations, through whatever I went through to get it, it was worth it. So if you're watching and you want to get a job where you can make real good money, you're always in demand, and you get a good job with good benefits and great pay, driving a semi truck is one of the best careers, in my opinion, in this country. Amen. So that was my quick spiel, y'all, about me getting my CDL, young kid, starting out in the oil field, to now I'm a grown man with a family, a business, brick house, chihuahuas and bulldogs, and we're just a happy old family in Southside Midland, Texas. Thanks for watching, y'all. Let me know in the comments if you think that driving a truck is good for you. I have a channel called Desert Power Trucking. I do more trucking stuff over there. You can check it out, get any info. People have been writing me on Instagram, and I give advice. You want to come to West Texas, come on down and make some good money, but just be careful. There's a lot of pitfalls. That's my next video I'm going to make about what it takes to survive in West Texas. You can strike it rich, or you can fall into the pitfalls of this whole area. But that's another day in another video. Thanks for watching. You're an American. You're a patriot. You got grit. Act like it. I'm out.